Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be a part of a Facebook online commercial cult? One of those ones that are MLM adjacent, lots and lots of personal development courses. What would it be like to spend thousands of dollars and waste years of your life being sucked into a group with a leader who isn't charismatic? And
some of you, I swear to you, and it blows my mind that you complain. It blows my damn mind. Do you know how many months that I went of making videos that had less than 20 views, and almost every person in here every video has more than 20 views. I went freaking months having less than 20 views for months. And almost every person in here, every damn video you do, whether it's about cucumbers or twerking or mascara, y'all got more than 20 views and you're bitching about it. Guys, get some damn patience. See, I embrace the word. And call me crazy. I'm just nuts. I embrace this word. I'm going to show up until. I'm going to do it until. I'm going to show up until. I'm going to do videos until. I'm going to show up until. I'm going to recruit until. I'm going to go until. I'm going to do it until. This is my word. That's what I embraced. I didn't go to my mommy and say, how come I only got 10 views on that video, moms? I embrace the word until. If you want to change your life more than you want to bitch and moan, then you embrace that word too. And so I hope that helps. Action step, do a Facebook Live, follow the formula. I got to go.
You have no idea why people would stay so long. Well, you don't have to look any further because I was one of those people. And I'm one of the whistleblowers of this particular group. It's called Rank Makers. And what Rank Makers is, it's a Facebook group, and it's to help you grow your multi-level marketing business. Because when you're in multi-level marketing, you believe that there's something wrong with your mindset, that you've got limiting beliefs, that you self-sabotage yourself. So it's only natural to purchase coaching. And with Rank Makers, you find this community of all these people, thousands and thousands of people from all different kinds of multi-level marketing companies that are striving to make the world a better place, just like you. They love their product, service, or opportunity. And we learn how to make curiosity posts, do Facebook Live videos, send out prospecting messages. Would you be open to taking a look at what I'm doing to make some extra money online? If not, no big deal, that kind of thing. You'd pay, I forget what it was, a month, $20 a US a month. And then there were various challenges that you could enter, 14-day challenges, where you do a live video every day for 14 days and then get graded on it from the leader of the group, Ray Higdon. And then there was the 100K Inner Circle coaching program, where you would pay hundreds of dollars US a month to get special coaching from his special hand-picked coaches. And these coaches would, I had two coaches, and one of my coaches, Jennifer Ryla, has also been speaking out against Rank Makers and against Ray. And if you haven't seen her video where she talks, we call it the Last Supper, jokingly. It's somewhat prophetic, since Ray has decided he's a prophet and has done a hard right turn into religious manipulation now. But when we named it, he wasn't a prophet at that time. She's also been featured on the Dream podcast, season 3 with Jane Marie. Especially that episode, I think it's number 5, I Never Said Hate, where she defies him. She stood up to him at the last 100K Inner Circle coaches meeting. So anyway, this 100K Inner Circle coaching group, coaching program, you're going to spend a lot of money, and you're going to get this exclusive coaching from these coaches that are supposed to unlock, the way you can achieve the 6-figure income in your multi-level marketing business. What we didn't know at the time, what many of us didn't know, is that all of our coaching calls were recorded. I don't know if they still are. I knew that, but I've spoken with other people who have since left who didn't know that their coaching calls were being recorded. Each month, the 100K Inner Circle coaches would meet with Ray, and they would discuss their clients. So the 100K Inner Circle coaching program, it's another Facebook group. So you'd get even more personal development courses, even more live videos, even more video libraries that you could pour over. A lot of it's just regurgitated training that we heard in Rank Makers, which was just more word salad. But there's thousands of us that were just glued to every word that these coaches would say, that Ray would say. It's just so weird looking back at all this. I still have access to all the courses that I purchased through this group. I have no idea why I still do. So every once in a while, I go in here and I make videos on them and expose what's going on. And I think it's fitting to do this one now because a lot of people in multi-level marketing, and particularly in Rank Makers, Ray and his wife, Jessica Higdon, they wrote a book called Time, Money, Freedom. They talk about time freedom. And the topic of this 100K Inner Circle coaching training is how to show up for your business while on vacation. Because when you're in a cult, there's no time off. It takes over your life and it's serving a greater purpose. So the cult can be a political cult. It can be a religious cult, or with multi-level marketing and Rank Makers, it's a commercial cult. So it's just different words. Rick Allen Ross, cult expert. I don't know if he calls himself a cult expert or if that's just me saying that, but knows a lot about cults anyway. He says it's not about people's beliefs in cults, it's their behavior. Our behavior is all the same. It's so weird. So 100K Inner Circle coaches give this training, and it's supposed to be exclusive to 100K Inner Circle, but it's the same nonsense that we would hear in Rank Makers. When you're in Rank Makers, every day of the week is ritualized. At least it was for the 5 years I was in. Sunday was, you had to upload this tracker by 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. How many people you prospected, how many customers you got, how many people you recruited. Mostly those numbers were zero. The last two numbers were 0, 0, and you could be prospecting thousands of people in a week, especially if you were paying the big bucks to be in the 100K Inner Circle. By the way, the 100K Inner Circle coaches, nobody was making 100K per year in their own multi-level marketing businesses. In fact, many of them stopped even working in their multi-level marketing businesses just so they'd be working as a coach for the Higdon Group. The reason why I'm bringing this whole thing up about this tracker attacker, this information we put in every Sunday before 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, is that as a reward for doing this, we would be sent another exclusive training, more personal development courses. And over time, these courses, they were just like copied from 100K Inner Circle. So this is a problem. People are spending, the whole thing is a shit show, but people are spending hundreds of dollars a month to get this training in 100K Inner Circle. And then these trainings are just taken and repurposed and just given out as a reward for people who send in their numbers. And you might be wondering, like, why would you even send in these numbers? What is the point of that? Because Ray would collect all this data and then he uses it to sell more memberships to Rank Makers or 100K Inner Circle coaching. None of these numbers are accurate. People could be pulling these numbers out of their asses. It's all self-reported. Somebody prospected 17 people. Somebody prospected 1,700 people. You'd say network marketers last month prospected, according to my data and Rank Makers, we prospected 70,492 people. We got 375 customers and 92 recruits. And he's taking that as if it's his success. And it's just each person within Rank Makers that actually input this data, which according to him was only ever 9 to 11% of people in this group. I have no idea if that's accurate or not. And then he would use that information to just sell as if it's his win, So anyway, this is one of these trainings that was sent, and I still have access to all these trainings. And I left in 2021, but I was still getting these Rank Maker activity bonus videos up till August of this year. This is 2023. I'm like, okay, keep sending them to me. So this video, how to show up for your business while on vacation. And this is a coach who I believe is just similar to my coaches, that really believes in what she's doing. And she works very, very hard, is getting paid peanuts, hardly getting paid anything at all, and probably doing like labor exploitation for sure. probably doing a lot of stuff that she's not getting paid for. And so with that, let's watch this video. And this goes contrary to everything that we're told about multi-level marketing. You can work from anywhere. This is all about time and money freedom. So this is how to show up for your business while on vacation. The contradiction in that. Is there cognitive dissonance going on? I hope this person wakes up. So let's get into this.
I'm going to pull it up on my computer so I can see who is live. So while you're jumping on, let me know where you're tuning in from. I am coming from Chicago, and I am fresh off a 2.5-week vacation. Can you tell how rested I look?
And I think that's so sad where, like, can you see how rested I look? Because I'm about to become I'm going to be becoming unwell and unrested very shortly. And I wish that you had have taken time off your business because maybe you would have woken up, and it's not a business anyway, but she's wearing a shirt that says "Be the Reason." This is something that's sold. It's swag that's sold within the Higdon Group shop. Oh yes. These commercial cults sell everything. We would kit ourselves up with all kinds of shirts and the vegan leather backpack, prospecting journals. You name it, all us good little cult members would buy it. So like a good 100K inner circle coach, she had to buy that. She's not given this. She's encouraged to spend even more money. And the be the reason, it means nothing. It's like a thought terminating cliche in itself. You need to be the reason. If you want to show up for your clients, then you should buy this shirt and model this good behavior. It's all about just putting more money in the pockets of Ray and his wife. It's such a joke.
All right, so I am super excited to talk to you all about how to show up for your business while on vacation. So let me know.
Don't show up for your business while on vacation. You should be allowed to go on vacation. This is what's funny is since I left multi-level marketing, I have so much time. I have so much time. I don't even know what to do with myself. I have so much time that I make a shitload of anti-MLM content and I still don't know what to do with myself. I'm reading books. I'm researching stuff. I'm on my bike more and more. And I still have all this time. I'm rested. It's amazing what happens when you leave a cult. You have so much time on your hands, you know? But this is a problem when when a coach is telling you that you have to show up for your business. You shouldn't. You should be on vacation. There should be a boundary, but there are no boundaries in multi-level marketing. Your life belongs to the MLM cult. If you're in rank makers, oh, it's another level.
If you've been on vacation this year, we're like at the half-year mark. So have you been on the vacation or do you have a vacation planned? Because you may take on some tips that you could have done differently if you've already been on vacation. And if you have one coming up, I want you to really listen to what I'm saying and try and implement these on your next vacation. So you have the best of both worlds. So I'm going to give you 4 tips first, and then we're going to kind of break down each one. So number 1, when on vacation, you must set your intention. Okay.
See, isn't this sad? You're on vacation. So you must behave exactly as you do when you're not on vacation, which is set an intention. Every moment of every day, your mind needs to be occupied with working your business and working on yourself. You're in a cult and you don't realize it. I hope you see this video and I hope you get out. And if you need someone to talk to, I'm here. This isn't how you run a business. This is unhealthy. You're giving people incorrect information. And you couldn't even enjoy your vacation with your family or your vacation wherever you took it, whoever you took it with. You will regret that. That is time lost. You don't get that time back. It's not that you're going to be being so occupied with your business right now so that one day you're going to have time freedom. You're sacrificing, killing, destroying the time now. You will never get that back and you will regret it. Setting an intention. What do you have to set an intention for? I intend today to do nothing. You don't need to set an intention. You sleep in, maybe you're going to an all-inclusive. You're like, oh, I can't wait to get that really strong, dark coffee. Oh my God, that's going to be good. Have breakfast made for me, and then I'm going to go out, lay on the beach, underneath an umbrella. I'll have my feet sticking out. I'll have to make sure I put some sunblock on them because the tops of my feet burn really easily. When I get a little bit hot, I'll go for a swim and maybe go get some nachos to eat. You don't need to set an intention when you're on vacation. This does not make any sense. The only way this makes sense is when you're in a cult. This isn't business coaching. And you're not trained or qualified to be giving business coaching advice. Multi-level marketing business, it's not a business. Are you making $100,000 a year in your business? You're not, and nobody else is either.
Okay. We talk about intentions all the time. We talk about setting our intentions with our business, with our days. This still applies when you're on vacation, if not more. Okay. Number 2, you have to prepare ahead of time with your content, conversations you need to have with people, what your DMO is going to be. Ray always says you can change.
Ray always has to be on your mind. You have to plan. It sounds like so much work to even just go on vacation that why even bother taking a vacation in the beginning to begin with? Doesn't it seem that way? Oh, I have to figure out what my DMO is on vacation. What are you talking about? You don't need to have structure while you're on vacation. That's the whole point. It's unstructured. Well, people choose to do all kinds of different activities when they're on vacation. They might like a routine, but not in the framework of multi-level marketing. This is just about control.
Your DMO, just don't do nothing, right?
That's actually not what he says. You flubbed up that thing. He's like, you can have a high production day or a low production day, but don't have a no production day. That's the actual quote. Don't worry, I got you.
Number 3 is have an honest conversation with yourself. Okay. You are the business owner. You are the one that shows up. You are the one that's going on vacation. You have to have a conversation with yourself. And number 4, here is a truth bomb. And I'm saying this and with the most plan behind it and big goals behind it, but it's not always appealing to work from anywhere, because what you're showing people is, yes, we can work from anywhere, which is amazing. A lot of people can do that nowadays because people went remote. But the thing is, you're on vacation. Okay. So I'm going to share a quote at the very end too. And it's going to dive a little bit more into this, but it's not all.
Well, that surprised me. I think there's cognitive dissonance going on here.
Always amazing to be able to work from anywhere. Okay. You want to show people that you're relaxing, that you're spending time with family, that you are able to unplug. So here are some things.
How do you show someone that you're going to unplug? You can't show them. That's the point. I wonder if you're waking up.
Just that I want to share. So in March, I was supposed to go to Japan at the very end of the month, the 23rd through the 30th. So I had to do some things to prepare for that because I assumed when I was in Japan, I would have no service. Okay. Then we had plans to go on this 2.5-week vacation to my in-laws, which I've done multiple times. And I've learned lessons each time I've gone. And then the third one, we are going to Yellowstone in August, the 1st of the month. So I have to do things to prepare for that. Now, before you think, wow, all this girl does is travel, and why?
No, it's like, I think what we're all thinking is like, wow, all this girl is doing is preparing for the travel. Like, what are you doing that you have to prepare so much? Have content created to go out every single day because that's going to show people that you can really unplug. You're showing people that you're in a cult, that you don't know how to unplug, that you always have to be so busy. I know you feel like you're trying to help people, but you're hurting them. There's cognitive dissonance going on there. I know there's a crack in your mind that's opening up.
I want you to know that this didn't come from me just sitting here and not doing anything. This has come from years and years of consistency, years and years of me not.
And what has that got you? Are you making $100,000 a year consistently in your multi-level marketing business? And if so, how many other people in your downline, since you're a 100K inner circle coach, have you helped also consistently reach $100,000 a year in their multi-level marketing business? Because you're a 100K inner circle coach. Years and years of consistently of doing what? I showed up years and years of consistently too. Way more than you fucking ever did. 3.5 years of a daily live video. Didn't miss a fucking day. Oh, and I researched them too. I wasn't just like putting on makeup or whatever the fuck. I was doing the whole Higdon group thing that you're supposed to do. That's on top of prospecting 200 people a day, following up with 40 people a day. I'm not alone. There's lots of other people that were prospecting more than I was. Consistently, longer than I was. I only did it for like, I don't know, maybe 8 months or so, 9 months. They'd be like, oh, that's why you failed. You just gave up. What exactly are you doing consistently? Just giving more money into the Higdon group. What rank are you at in your multi-level marketing company? Are you even working with your multi-level marketing company still? Have you looked at the statistics of your downline? What's the churn rate? Have you ever done a coaching call to encourage your downline to track their income and their expenses? Do you know what a definition of a pyramid scheme is? Do you have anybody in Canada? Do you know how to tell your downline what the definition of a pyramid scheme is according to Section 55.1 of Canada's Competition Act? Or do you just recite what Ray says? That it couldn't possibly be a pyramid scheme because he got into Numis and he prospected 20 people a day and he could see people that would rise up above him in the compensation plan, because that's not the definition of a pyramid scheme. What exactly have you been so consistent about?
Letting excuses override where I am. And this is what I wanted. I wanted to be able to create more memories with my family, and I'm doing it. Okay. So if this makes you feel, and please don't compare or anything, we always hate that, but if this makes you feel like, well, I want to travel that much, put your mind to it and do it. Do not let excuses get in the way. You can have the best of both worlds. You can travel and still work.
I'm just curious, how much who's paying for your trips? Are you married? Do you have a boyfriend, girlfriend? Are they covering a lot of these expenses? Or is it just you? Are you the breadwinner? Are you just like single and you're just making all this money and you're spending time with your family? Because that's an important distinction. Because it's very privileged to be talking like you are right now, where all it is that you just have to work. It's just up to you. Just decide. Just decide and you can just travel this much. Come on. Come on.
Work while you're on vacation, but still have fun. So let's talk about pre-trip. Okay. So before you go on vacation, it's planned. You know the vacation's coming up. Do not wait until the last day to plan this, to start doing this work. You need to check in with your customers and your teammates. Let them know, hey, I'm going to be on vacation. And you also should know if you're going to have service or not. Okay. So some of my trips, I know I have service. Some of my trips.
We're only 4 minutes into this. And I think that you can already see how much labor, how much of our time, how much of our behavior it's taken up just listening to these coaches and then using and implementing everything that we're taught. Do you see how much work this is? This is nuts. So people would watch this and then they're going to be taking this in and they're going to be thinking about the next time they go on vacation. And they're also going to be regretting all the things that they fucked up during their last vacation that they should have done differently. This doesn't even count what they're doing right now or whatever the training was in Rank Makers that day that they have to do the other action step. And this doesn't even count what their multi-level marketing company is telling them what to do. This is such a wild video.
I do not. So I'm going to be on vacation. I will not have any service. So let's take care of anything you need now. here is a resource or a person that you can rely on while I'm gone. So set that up so that when you're gone, people aren't scrambling trying to get a hold of you and you are not able to get a
Because when you're in multi-level marketing, this is something I noticed. There's always problems with Mon8, with every multi-level marketing company. Their websites are shit. Customers are always having problems with the products. There's something leaking, there's something broken. They tried to order during a flash sale. So then you take it upon yourself, because you want to provide exceptional customer service. You are on call 24/7. It's ridiculous how much time is wasted. With Mon8, I remember I had so many customers that they had to get these flex ship orders, this auto ship thing. So I was taught, like everybody else in Mon8, to just have access to their accounts. And then they were like, oh, you can't do that. But everybody was doing it. And you'd go into their account and you'd push out their flex ship for them. And then it morphed into, you'd have to contact customer service. So you'd have to email them or you'd have to phone them and say, can you please push out so-and-so, this is their customer number. They don't need this flex ship. And there's some people that just didn't want to cancel. They liked me, or they're being kind, just like every other multi-level marketing rep. Or like people sign up because they know the person and they're like, well, I really like you. I want to support you. They just don't ever want to order the product again. So then you're locked into pushing out this stupid flex ship order interminably. That's what you're busy with. On the outside, in the real world, I don't want to be handheld. I want people to leave me the fuck alone. I'm fine ordering through one-stop shop Amazon. Done. I don't need to have someone explain to me how to shampoo my hair, or what ingredient is this new bakuchiol in the cream that I got to put on my face. I don't need any of that shit. I can go on YouTube and watch it. I don't want to talk to someone. But in multi-level marketing, this is all like this exceptional customer service. Your team, what do they need you for? The whole thing is supposed to be duplicatable. You should be able to go for a vacation and not have to do this much preparation. For a multi-level marketing business, people have CEOs of actual businesses with like 75 employees, 75, 100 employees. They don't need to do this amount of preparation when they go on vacation. They just book it off. And they're making a lot more money than you are. And not just you, but everybody else in MLM. Except MLM coaches, because they're not in multi-level marketing.
Help get a hold of, whatever, you know the word. The other thing is, when you set that up, people know that you're not available, okay? We don't have to be available 24/7. So check in with them. Let them know that you're going to be gone. Let them know when you're going to be gone. I'm going to be gone for the next week. I'm going to be gone for the weekend, this or that. Watch your email, check Facebook, whatever it is that you kind of connect with people on. The next thing is preparing your content, okay? So same thing. It varies on if you're going to be in service or not in service. So when I know I'm going to my in-laws, I don't have very good service at all. So I schedule my content. It is all ready to go. So all I have to do is log in and press go. Or I'll schedule it in my private Facebook group and it just automatically posts, okay? So I make sure I do that. And it's one less thing I have to worry about while I'm there.
See how much content we create in Rank Makers? We don't fuck around. We're really good at it. I don't know if you see the amount of content I make, but I can really fucking crank it out now. Now it's I really, really love it though, but man, and we're this is a lot of work. This is so much work. And it's not, it contradicts the whole anybody can do this. The appearance that you don't want to give the appearance that you can work from anywhere. You need to falsely deceive everybody through your content that you are actually unplugged and spending time with your family. Meanwhile, you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off, making sure that you schedule everything. And you got to find service to log in to post that post, because God forbid you'd miss one day of posting on social media. Do you hear how ludicrous that is? This is what cults do. I did all this stuff too. I never missed a day. I would always show up. It's not freedom.
The next thing is the messages that you would normally send. Now, hear me out, okay? This doesn't mean double up.
Prospecting messages, cold messaging people, looking them up on Facebook. Hey, Julie, I know we don't know each other, but I see that you're in Alberta. I'm looking to expand my business in Alberta. I'm just curious, would you be open to learning more information about my new business in Alberta? If not, no big deal. Send out 200 of those a day.
The messages you would normally send from day one to day end of it, send those ahead of time. So what I mean by that is those customer check-ins, those birthday messages that you may send, if you do some love bomb, whatever it is that you have to send.
No!
Orders that are coming
She
up.
just said she was going to say love bombing. You know you're in a cult. Get out. Keep in mind, this is all on top of what your multi-level marketing company is telling you to do. All the training you're getting in those other groups, your uplines group, your uplines group, your company group, the Zoom call trainings, the events. This is a whole, then there's rank makers. All this stuff that you're paying for too. You're paying to be in this group.
Make sure you get those all done. That does not mean you have to reach out to, let's say you reach out to 30 people a week. You don't have to do 60 people ahead of time. You don't have to. If you want to, and that's going to make you feel better, then do it. Okay. This is all your decision. You choose what to do, when to do it.
But if you don't do it, well, that's why, because you chose not to do it. This is that subtle control stuff.
And how to do it. So get those messages out. And then again, set that intention. What do you want your business to look like while you're on vacation? Once you are clear with your intention.
Why do you have to do all this work? Isn't this just ridiculous? You have to you have to set your intention. What does that mean? You're not thinking of something and you put it out to the universe and it's going to manifest. That isn't how it works. You're in a cult. You could be in any other cult right now talking this nonsense, but you just happen to be in multi-level marketing. Oh, you've sacrificed these vacations. You're kind of there, but you're not fully present because your mind is so clogged up with multi-level marketing. You can have a high production day or a low production day. Never have a no production day. What happens when you take time off? The fucking lights come on in your head. That's why you can't stop.
Share that with the people you're traveling with. If it's a spouse, your kids, in-laws, friends, hey, listen, I've got some really big goals. I just need a half hour every morning to just sit down, not be distracted, get my work all done, and then I'm going to unplug for the day.
Because your multi-level marketing business, the cult takes priority over your life. And it's so completely reasonable to tell your kids, your family, your spouse that all I need is to be uninterrupted for half an hour every morning. And you will resent your family for the most minor disturbance. They're disturbing your time. Because this is for you. This is your business. I thought you're supposed to be doing this for your family. What about vacation? What about their needs? Because it's all about you. It's all about the cult. This is sad. Oh, this is sad. I remember this. I don't remember this training, but I remember doing all of this. My stomach is just churning right now.
And maybe I need another half hour at nighttime. Whatever you want it to be, you have to set that ahead of time. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, in a little bit.
Because you want to destroy what family time that you have away from your business. So even when your family's like, thank Christ, we're going on vacation, maybe she'll actually wake up from this cult and this fucking douchebag coach that's paying her less than $20 for every one of these coaching calls that she does. And she's taking on more and more work. Maybe I'll get my fucking spouse back. Oh, no, now she's bringing more rules. Okay, look, I know we're going on vacation, but I need half an hour in the morning. I need a half an hour in the evening because I need my business. It's like, do you hear yourself? You're putting rules on your family to put the cult first. You're putting rank makers before your own family, before your kids. In the name of what? Because you've got big goals. What about your kids' goals? When do you put them first? You're not putting them first. Don't be fooling yourself by thinking that by you doing this culty shit, messaging people on Facebook that don't want to have messages from you, that don't want to say no. They just are like, oh my God, she's in a cult. She's bugging me. You think this is what, saving the world? You're sacrificing your family. What about them? Well, how would you react if they said this to you? No, you can't do this work half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening. I'm doing it half an hour in the morning. You have to do all this. You wouldn't like that if the tables were turned, you know? I did all this shit. I did everything that she's saying. Even worse.
So that is our pre-trip. That is what we're going to do before we go on a trip. The next thing is while you're on the trip. During the trip, what do we do? So what we want
Why don't you just have a vacation? Just don't do anything. Why do you have to plan this?
to do is I always recommend, and this is when you're on a trip or not on a trip, get your DMO, your daily method of operation, done as early as possible. If you do not get it done, it is going to be hanging over your head and you're not going to be able to fully release yourself and have fun. Okay. Sorry.
Oh shit, my kid is there. Oh, they're already interrupting me. Can you imagine? Because it's always hanging over you, even on vacation. Get up in the morning and first thing you do, get it done. So then you can relax and have a good time. Oh, it's so weird how we describe the very shit that's holding us down. But we think that this is a real way to run a business. You can't let go. We help create the prison, the bars that keep us in. It's so weird to see this.
Kids, I'm on the phone.
I'm on the phone, just like when we're on vacation. Get out. This is more important than you. You will regret this. You'll fucking regret this moment. And you will regret others as well. Just like I do. Just like we all do.
Sorry. Okay, so
Why don't you apologize to your kid? You're going to apologize to strangers on the internet? Because you got to be the reason. Be the reason for what? For fucking rank makers? I'll tell you, the most important thing that you could do right now, the most important place to put your intention was on whoever was trying to get your attention. You will never get that time back. You chose to now turn it and talk about this culty nonsense.
Get your DMO done as early as possible. And I'm telling you, and we all know this because we live day by day, if you do not do your DMO in the morning and you don't have it planned in the afternoon, how many of you are guilty of not doing it?
Oh my God. And what would happen if you don't do your DMO? The guilt, the fear, it's always over your head. This is rank makers. This is how the commercial cult works.
Get it done early. You will feel better, okay? That is a good way to jumpstart your day. You will be able to celebrate getting it done and have the day ahead of you, okay? The next one is to be very clear, okay? Again, we talked about this in the pre-trip. You're going to let your people know, hey, I just need to do this. While you're there, hey, I really just need to do this. Let me just get this out of the way and then I'm done for the day. They don't understand this business. They don't understand that you can take it anywhere. They don't understand that you have big, huge goals. They don't get that stuff. So make sure you're constantly reminding them, hey, I just need to do this. But if you say it's going to take you a half hour, sit down and do it for a half hour and then be done. Okay. Again, setting that intention. It is so important.
Again, it's so important to keep hammering it to your family why they are not a priority on this vacation. That you have big goals. They don't understand it because they know that you're in a cult and they just want their mom back. They want the attention that you're showing strangers on the internet or fucking Ray. Your kids want the fucking attention that you're giving him.
To put it out there and then reward yourself when you do your DMO for a half hour or an hour, whatever time you want to put into your business. The next part of what I love to do on vacation is I always spend time reflecting. Okay. So a lot of the vacations that I've been on recently, we have not had good service. So instead of sitting there pouting like, oh, I can't get on internet. Oh my gosh, why can't
Most of the time spent on vacation, you're just thinking about your business. Even when you get up early and you do your DMO, it's still hanging over your head because you're more concerned about getting internet so you can get back on to social media and be sending messages and following up with every single person who commented or viewed your story with your pre-trip content that's being loaded out. Most people, they go on vacation, there's no service, it's not a problem. They don't give a fuck. It's a relief. Oh, this is so bad.
I do this? I wish I could do it. I just sit and think about the life that I am living right now because of the choices that I made. Okay. It's such a good time to think about that. It's a good time
there's never a break. You always have to be doing something. Even if you don't have the internet, then just start thinking, I got to be so grateful and happy and grateful in this moment right now. This is so wild.
Think of future plans, goals, gratitude, all that. Just relax and breathe and take in your life, where you are, where you want to go, the things you've accomplished. Just spend time. Okay. That's part of vacation too, is just being. Okay. So now we're going to move on to post trip. Okay. So now we've already gone on vacation. Now it's time to come home from vacation. Okay. We all have this plan.
Oh, and it's another thing to dread because we're going to have to be catching up and getting settled in again.
We're going to come home and the next day we're going right back into business. We got this done. We got that done. Everything is flowing. It doesn't always happen that way. Okay. And so I want you to remember the most important thing you can do is to breathe.
Thousands of us, thousands of people over the years have done this. This is multi-level marketing. People are paying hundreds of dollars a month, thousands of dollars a year. And thousands of people have gone through inner circle coaching, 100K inner circle coaching. It's on our minds all the time. I think this video is going to go a long way in explaining how people are kept in these commercial cults, even though they're just online. This is our mindset. This is what we believe is our reality. We're so busy.
It sounds silly, but vacation, just after vacation, you get like a vacation hangover and everything is like hitting you in the face and you just don't know what to do. Breathe. Okay. You can only do so much. So what I want you to do is I want you to take out a piece of paper and I want you to do a brain dump. Okay. This is a good.
You wouldn't have a vacation hangover if you actually had a vacation. Now, even when you're overwhelmed, don't worry. Instead of resting, take out a piece of paper. I've got another piece of work for you to do. You never have a break.
Good lesson at any time. If you ever feel like life is doing this and it's just spiraling around you and you cannot get your footing, breathe and do a brain dump. That has literally saved me for years. And a brain dump is literally anything that is in your head, put it on a piece of paper, whether it's a word, it's a picture, it's a to-do list, it's something super random that you have to remember to do next year. It doesn't matter. Get it out of your head and onto a piece of paper. You will feel better. So that's
when are we supposed to do that? First thing in the morning, after our DMO, or before our DMO? Or is it only when it feels like everything is spiraling out of control? Because there's a lot of fucking shit that we got to do every day. When am I supposed to fit this in? How long is this supposed to take? It's just another activity that might be helpful for some people some of the time. But when you're in a cult, this is just more nonsensical shit that just wastes our time.
I do a brain dump, okay? Just remember that post-vacation, you cannot change anything, okay? Whatever has happened on vacation, you cannot change that. We are done with vacation. Whether you worked, you didn't work, you slammed.
The whole point of vacation is not that you were on vacation. It's all about the regret that you wish you hadn't been on vacation, so then you could have just been working your business all the time. Whole point isn't about showing pictures or talking to different people about the experiences that you had, or just feeling nice and refreshed. It's all about regret. You could have done more. This is a good video to show people what it's like. This is when you wonder why people are behaving the way they do in multi-level marketing. And then they're taking additional coaching through a group like Rank Makers. This is what's going on in our heads. This is what people are paying additional coaching for.
Slammed your goals, you didn't slam your goals. It cannot be changed. It's the past. You have to learn from that. Okay. So you are going to be okay. Your business is going to be okay. The next thing is take that brain dump list and tackle one thing at a time. I tell my coaching clients this all the time. The slower you move through things, multiple things, the more you're going to project yourself. Okay. So instead of trying to do 6 things at one time, one thing at a time. And I was just on a training.
Maybe if you weren't giving them so many activities to do in a commercial cult where more than 99% in multi-level marketing must lose. It's like a cage with a bunch of fucking rats running around it. And over 99.7% of them are going to die. It's already predetermined. It has nothing to do with how hard you work or how many coaching clients you have. This will just always be. This is just the way it's designed. You're in a trap. This is what multi-level marketing is. And you're telling them to write down a list and tackle one thing at a time. What the fuck are they doing? Why are they so busy? You know, it's like life is overwhelming them because life is interfering with their multi-level marketing business and doing all this nonsensical, useless behavior. They need to go get a new engine in their car. It's like life. No, I got to do a live video.
That they said, when you try to multitask, you lower your productivity by 40%. Okay. So if it is, you really have to send this message to someone, send the message. It takes a second, but you have to create content and you need to do a live and you need to do all this, but oh my gosh, my suitcase needs to be empty. Figure out what you need to do, whether it is doing the live and getting it.
Rank Makers and Rank Makers coaches create the problem and then sell you the solution. They confuse you, overload you with all these ridiculous tasks, and then say it's your fault, you're overwhelmed. What about advice for being present on vacation? I'm eating these Starbursts, and they're really good.
Get out of the way, emptying the suitcase and putting everything away. I don't know what it is for you, but have that all on your brain dump list so you don't forget what you have to do and pick things slowly, okay? The next thing is do not beat yourself up ever. Don't beat yourself up. You deserve a vacation.
It's always this frantic pace. Frantic pace. All this activity and not accomplishing anything. You deserve a vacation. Don't feel bad about yourself. Don't beat yourself up. I wonder if she'll say what we were always coached. Schedule time to feel sorry for yourself and then get back to work. Because it's all about productivity.
We all deserve vacations. Learn from what you did. Okay. So now I want to talk.
Why do you have to learn from a vacation? Because you've done something incorrect. You could have always worked harder. Isn't this wild? It's not even about being on vacation. I could make a video. It would be over in less than 10 seconds. How to go on vacation. Go on vacation and enjoy yourself. Done. That's it.
To you a little bit about what I've learned. And I'm just going to focus on this one vacation that I take every year. I think this is my 3rd, maybe 4th year doing it. And it's going up to my in-laws. And I have a great relationship with them. The first year I went up there, I was not really aware of how much I needed internet and Wi-Fi. Okay. There's like no service up there for us. And
so you have a good relationship with them, but it's really not about them at all. It's about you working your multi-level marketing business and they don't really have good Wi-Fi. Oh my God. Oh my God. Your relationship will be so much better with them when you get rid of this nonsense.
what I did, and I learned from it, okay? This was not a mistake. This was a lesson I learned. What I learned was I tried to work the same way I work here at home up there, which is super fast speed, getting, tons of messages out, getting all my follow-ups out, getting lives out and reels and all. I was doing everything. And I thought that's what I had to do there because my business, I have big goals. And what I found was I was so unhappy. I was just miserable because the thing just kept spinning and spinning and spinning. Nothing would post, nothing would load, the message wouldn't send. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just have to send these messages. So I was getting snarky with everyone because I just needed to work and they didn't understand that I needed to work. So this is where this topic is so important. And I am such a good person to share it because I've been through it. I've done all these things that
we've all been through it. You're not alone and you're not special. All of us do this.
I wish I would have not done, but I learned from them. That's why I have conversations. So the next time I went up there, I had conversations with my kids, with my in-laws, with my husband. I said, listen, I just need to go to the resort, which is like a bike ride away for a half hour.
Fucking Bridezilla right here. God, I just know how fucking obnoxious I must have been too. I know I was obnoxious, but just hearing this now, telling her husband, her kids, and her in-laws, she's telling them, okay, everyone, I've got to go to that resort and I need to get Wi-Fi because I got to work my business because I have big goals and none of you understand. You're in a cult. You're in a fucking cult. I was in the same cult. I believe you're going to get out. I don't know when. I hope it's sooner than later, but you're pointing out contradictions. You're aware of them. This isn't something to be learned from. The only thing that you should be learning is that you're in a cult. You should be spending time with your in-laws. You shouldn't be so terrified to take off, a week from your business? And it crumbles, then you're going to be, 3 or 4 months behind? That doesn't even make any sense at all. Fear is used to control us. You're not even making $100,000 a year in your MLM business, despite all this nonsense. How many of your clients are consistently reaching $100,000 a year in their MLM business?
I'm going to get my work done and then I'm going to come back and be unplugged. And it was just amazing. Okay. I went there in the morning. I got some exercise. I did my work. I came home. I unplugged.
And it was good for you. And that was all that's important because your family is not important. As long as you get what you need to do for your MLM, nobody else understands. Only rank makers understands. Oh, is your kid trying to come to you? Get out. I'm on the internet right now.
All planned. I knew what I was going to post. I knew who I had to reach out to. It took me a half hour. Okay. And then I would go back at nighttime because I had my niece with me. So she called my sister. I'd go back at nighttime and I would do another 15, 20 minutes. Check in on my.
I'd call my sister. Just watch my kids. It's more important for me to go get internet to do my work on my business. Wow, eh? Thousands of us behave this way.
Messages, maybe make a post from the day, whatever it may be. There was a balance there. I felt much better that I had this balance. Okay. So now this year.
How did your family feel about that balance? Do you even know?
Was a totally different year. I knew that I wasn't going to do that this year. I didn't want to. I did not want to go to the resort every day to make a post, reach out to people, do all this, do all that. So I worked hard ahead of time. Before I left for vacation, I sent out all my messages. I checked in with all my teammates. I checked in with all my customers. I let them know I was going to be gone. And what I did is I showed up as much as I could. And that was essentially one post a day. And it was just a highlight from the day that I had.
One post a day still has to show up every day. You just cannot take any time off. This is what I mean when I say there's so many good people. MLMs do this to people. They turn us into servants for them. at the expense of your family, at the expense of your closest relationships.
I have coaching clients. I talked to almost all of them. Actually, I probably did talk to all of them while I was gone because I was gone for so long. And they heard me. Hey, I'm not on good service here, but
So you weren't really on vacation. So not only are you working for half an hour in the morning and another 15, 20 minutes at night, but then you also have coaching clients on top. It sounds to me like you're working all the time. Oh my goodness. I hope you get out.
we're going to make this work, because I made a commitment to them that I was going to show up for them. And I set that intention that no matter what, I was going to be there for them. So one of them.
And what about our families? No matter what, you're going to be there for them. They don't fit into multi-level marketing. That's why. Your family comes second. Your family actually comes last. Your business comes first. Your coaching clients come first. You tell your family, no, I need this. I need this. I got to talk to my client. No, you go out. I got to talk to my coaching client.
I talked to, I was at a library in their library parking lot, using their Wi-Fi. Others, I was at a resort. Others, I tried to do it at the house and couldn't connect. So I ran to the resort quick. I did what I had to do with the intentions that I set. Okay. So before you think, wait, so do I have to work? Do I not have to work? I don't understand. Here's the thing. It's all what you want. If you are running for a big, huge goal and you know that if you don't work, you're going to be miserable and blah, 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 then work on vacation. If you know that you are at a point that you need a break, you need to walk away for a little bit and enjoy vacation, it's okay to unplug as long as you come back and plug back in. That is a super slippery slope, and it takes a long time to build that consistency to allow yourself to step away for X amount of time and come back. Okay. And I'm sure we've all been through that at some point where you're like, it's okay. I'll just do it tomorrow. I'll do it the next day. I haven't.
If you stop for one moment in a cult, there's a chance that you can start to wake up, and they need to keep you in activity all the time. And they will use so many fear. It's a slippery slope. Oh my God, what's going to happen? As long as you plug right back in. Come on. What, I just see looking back now. I really believed that I had to plug in like she's describing. I did all this stuff. I did everything that she's talking about. I did it worse.
I'm done in 3 days. I'll do it Monday. I'm starting on Monday. How many times have people restarted their goals on Monday? This is why I tell my coaching clients all the time, you have to do it daily. Okay. Even if it's just a low number, you have to do it daily. Because
Why? It doesn't matter what they do. The ending has already been written. You're in a fraud, and you're in a cult. You're in two cults. Your multi-level marketing company and rank makers. And all your coaching clients are too. You tell them all the time, you have to do something every day. Nothing is like you have to do something every day. Nothing is like that. Only in cults.
Because if you don't, that's what happens. You start getting busy. Life gets in the way. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week.
Life gets in the way. Isn't it telling? It's not your MLM or rank makers getting in the way. Life gets in the way of your business. I wonder if I said stuff like this too. If I was saying things like that were all like these contradictions, I bet you I was. Life gets in the way. Life isn't in the way. The other shit is in life's way. That's the reality.
I'm going to start on August 1st. Oh, my kids are at home. Oh my gosh, I'm going to start in September. No. This is the bittersweet part of this business is you can control whether you do it or you don't. I'm not your boss. Ray isn't your boss. Your upline isn't your boss. You are your own boss, and you have to decide what it's going to look like, just like every day. Okay. So the other thing is there's always curveballs that happen. Okay. So I set this. I did this pre-trip work. I did the during the trip work. I did the post-trip work. And guess what? I came home to a broken AC unit. I came home to a flooded basement. That happens. And it's not fun, but I know if I keep pushing my business to the side and I extend this vacation to now, I got to take care of this house stuff. I'm going to work on this house stuff and I'll do it later. Before you know it, it is going to be, now it's August. And oh my gosh, the kids go back to school and I've got 2 kids with birthdays. And when am I?
Because it's always black and white. Come back from vacation, your basement is flooded, your AC is broken. No, you can't help with that. You need to work on your business first, because if you even let your foot off the gas, it's going to be a slippery slope, and then you're just not going to be working your business at all. If you were such this amazing coach and you have all these coaching clients, you should be able to take as much time as you want off and then just step back in at any moment. Nobody can, because this is a cult. They need this fear to control us. And then we use this fear and we teach our downline. Or if you're a coach, you're passing this on to your coaching clients, Oh, this is so sad.
I'll just start again. Don't do that. Here is what you have to do.
But you're your own boss. It's not me. I'm not your boss. Ray's not your boss. You get to decide. Don't do it.
Applies to you today. If you are not in forward motion in your business, I want you to get off this call the minute I'm done, and I want you to send a message. Send a message to someone. I don't care who it is. I don't care where you found them. You send that message. You get yourself moving, and then I want you to celebrate. Turn on music. Go for a walk.
Upload a video of you dancing so then I can watch it every Friday.
Jump up and down. Pat yourself on the back. I don't care what you do, but if you are not in motion, you have to do one thing. Send that message. And I want to finish this with this quote that I thought of. We are able to work from anywhere, but that doesn't mean we have to work from everywhere. Okay, I'm going to say it one more time. We are able to work from anywhere, but that doesn't mean we have to work from everywhere.
But you are, and that's exactly what this whole training was about. You did work from everywhere, and you've got so much guilt and shame that you've described so well that everybody experiences. You have to work from everywhere. Who made up that quote? Is it stupid?
Whether you have always had a flexible schedule, maybe you're in corporate America still, maybe you're full-time network marketing, whatever it is your life is, you deserve a vacation. In corporate America, I had vacation time. When I took vacation, I was on vacation. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything except vacation. We have the ability to make money from anywhere. We can work from anywhere. Even when there's no Wi-Fi and internet, I found a way to do it. But that doesn't mean that I don't deserve.
But you weren't getting paid.
To relax, to unplug, to vacation, to be present. But I want you to understand the most important part of this is your intention. If you say, I'm going to work just like I work at home, you are going to be miserable when you get back.
Jesus Christ. You are going to be miserable. She was in corporate America. It's such a stupid term, too. It's always such American-centric, everything, corporate America. Like, what does that mean? Like, I don't even understand. What is that supposed to mean? Because this is something that's just used all the time. Does it mean just having a job with benefits? Does it mean that you're, like, in a cubicle in a high-rise wearing a power suit with shoulder pads? What the fuck does it mean? I live in Canada. I'm not corporate Canada. she had a job and she would go on vacation and not do anything. So she knows that, like, she's had this. Oh my God, I've got hopes for you. I hope you get out. I believe in you. You're smart.
Back from vacation and you weren't able to do it. Or you worked when you do like at home and you realize you missed out on all those memories with whoever you were traveling with. If you go the other way and you're like, no, I'm taking it off. I am taking off for this full week. I'm not doing anything. I'm not showing up. I'm not posting. If that's what your intention is, that is fine. But do not come home and guilt trip yourself that you allowed yourself to vacation. So I'm not giving you a...
Only in rank makers. Then somebody go on for 20 minutes about how much guilt and shame you should feel, but not really feel because you go on vacation. Only in rank makers will they do, you'll be paying hundreds of dollars per month to get a training from a coach to tell you how much you should be working on vacation.
Perfect formula of how to show up for your business and vacation, because it's going to be whatever you decide it to be. But the things you need to remember are, you must set your intention. You must prepare ahead of time.
I am not the boss. Ray is not the boss, but you must set your intention. You must do this. Why? You must do anything. You get to decide. It's all up to you. You must do this. You must do that.
Have an honest conversation with yourself. And then remember that it's okay to unplug and be on vacation.
All of that, but have a great time. Feel free to unplug. You don't worry. We'll be back with the bonds of guilt and shame to make you to beat you down when you get back. Make sure you plug right back into rank makers.
I hope this helps. If you have been on vacation and you realize you may have made some mistakes while on vacation, take those out.
How do you make mistakes on vacation? Come on. If you realize you may have made mistakes on vacation, see how much our minds are fucked with?
Lessons, okay? If you work 24/7 on your...
I'm sorry if you can hear this and it's off-putting. I didn't set the intention of eating these Starburst. It just happened.
Vacation, be like, hey, that was a lot. Actually, I should have taken some time off. On your next vacation, I want you to be present. When you go to one of Ray's events, the last thing anyone wants you to be doing while you're sitting in the event is messaging people. Don't do that.
No, not when you're at Ray's event. No. All eyes on the front. That's what you need to do. But when you're with your family, that's when you send messages. Or on vacation, do your pre-trip planning.
Do not do that. Be present. When you're at your company event, be present. Take pictures with your company, with your team, with the community around you. Be present when you are outside of your home. Be present when you're inside your home. It all comes from your...
That was the afterthought. See? Be present outside. Oh, be present inside your home too. But it's this whole description about going on vacation. It was so selfish. Not once was there any addressing what your family would need, what the in-laws might need. It's all about what you need. You get priority, So fucked up. What the fuck was I part of?
Your intention. So I hope this helped you. I can't wait to hear where you're going, what intention you're setting for your vacation, and know that if you need help with this, talk to your coach. Like, hey, I've got some really big goals, but I'm going on vacation. I just don't know what to do. It's happening to me. I have really big goals and I'm going to be in Yellowstone, and I've heard there's no service there. There's no resort that I can just ride.
Oh, shit. You're going to be to Yellowstone. You're going to have this great time, but you know what? You've got big goals. You want to hit that next rank. God damn it. What are you going to do? There's no service there. Shit. That's what I'm really worried about. When I go to Yellowstone, the only thing on my mind is that there's no Wi-Fi, so I can't work my multi-level marketing business.
To. So I have to set the intention that I am going to unplug that first week. and I have to figure it out, and I have to be okay with it because I chose to go on this vacation to make these memories with my family. And that is why I'm doing this business. More memories with my family. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Oh God, it's so sad. I hope you get out one day. I don't know if you're ever going to see this video, but I know that you really believe in what you're doing. I know that you believe that you're helping people. I can see. I believe the same thing. So did my coach. And so did my first coach too. I did the same things. We all did. And you're saying contradictions. I don't know whether you're hearing them. I hope you do. And I hope that you wake up before more time has passed, because these memories, you're going to be, you will regret not spending this time with your family. You're so well versed in everything that you need to do with rank makers and with multi-level marketing and telling other people what they should be doing, because you're in a cult. You're controlled. It's such a waste of time. You've got big goals. You're moving forward in your business. What does that mean? You're not moving forward in your business. You're being distracted with activity, useless activity. You gave everybody an action step to send one message to somebody. These are annoying. They're spam. This isn't moving the needle forward in your business. You're sending a scripted message from Ray. And his scripts are laughable. Even other multi-level marketing coaches laugh at him. Thank God, if not, no big deal. No worries, if not. People can see this coming from a mile away now, you know. I know that you make a lot of content from what you've described. Well, I don't know if I'll still be making videos when you get out, but at least this one will be out there. And if I am, feel free to send me a message. If not, no big deal. If you need help exiting, you're not alone. You're a smart person. You've been targeted. You were recruited into a cult, into two cults. You're being exploited. You've been psychologically abused. I don't know what you've done with your coaching clients, but there's a term for that when you start to wake up. It's called moral injury. And it's really rough. I hope you get out. Thank you for watching.
When I was 6 years old, I broke my leg. And I was running from my brother and his friends, and tasted the sweet perfume of the mountain grass I rolled down. I was younger then. Take me back to when I found my heart, broke it here, made friends and lost them through the years. And I've not seen the boring fields in so long. I know I've grown, but I can't wait to go home. I'm on my way, driving at 90 down those country lanes, singing to Tiny Dancer, and I miss the way you make me feel. It's real. We watch the sunset over the castle lonely hill. 15 years old and smoking and rolled cigarettes.